morning. Today I'm going to film 25 facts about me. So you know 25 things about me that you didn't know. My name is Amanda, but you can call me Mandy or Salamanda. Yes, that was number one. My real name's Amanda, the secret's out. I am 29 years old. I'll be 30 on Valentine's Day, which is crazy. Just woke up, decided to press record because what's more authentic in talking about myself than when I first wake up and I have no filter. It's all me and my unbrushed hair and no makeup glory. It's great. I am the same height as Danny DeVito. So there's that. I have 3 biological kiddos. My boyfriend has 2. I only birthed 3, but I love 5. We have 12 pets. I'm a little bit crazy for that. We have 3 dogs, 2 cats, 5 rabbits, and 2 ferrets. Lighting keeps changing because the sun is rising. I haven't had any alcohol for 24 days. I feel a lot better than I did when I was drinking 1 or 2 beers every single night. Both of my parents were alcoholics and it runs in my family, so I just didn't want to go down that path. I even made really cool bracelets for myself and for any of my family or friends who also want to get sober. I'll show you this. Stay sober, dumbass. It's got a little bottle and a graduation cap. And this side says, "You are loved," and baby footprints and a little puppy paw print. Speaking of bad habits to kick, tomorrow will be 2 weeks without a vape. I think that we have this cognitive dissonance when it comes to vapes because they smell good, but they're actually so horrible for you. I can make a whole 4-part series. I feel like vaping is going to come out to be worse than smoking ever was, so this is your sign to quit vaping if you're watching this. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 12 years old. I quit on and off throughout the years. I'm 29 now. So normalized. My dad literally caught me on fire when I was 4 because he was smoking meth and a cigarette at the same time with me in the garage with him. And like that just was like a normal memory for me until like last year when I started talking to my therapist about it and I casually said, "Oh yeah, like the time my dad caught me on fire." And she was like, "What? Amanda, this is not normal." And I had to relearn so many things becoming a mom. I had to learn things that I never knew existed, like patience. I have a very bad habit of biting my nails and I'm trying desperately to grow them out. And my problem is, even when I'm not biting them and they start to grow out, they break because they're so brittle. And so I feel like I need like a strengthening coat. So I would really like to train for a marathon, so you'll probably see that upcoming on this channel, probably next summer. I love running. I haven't ran in a while because, well, smokers can't run very well, if you didn't know. Probably the most crazy thing about me is that I was born with my intestines outside of my body. I was born with something called gastroschisis. Yeah, so I have some crazy scars. So yeah, I have no belly button. Or I have 2 belly buttons. I don't really know which one. Some people say I have 2, some people say I have none. It's an endless argument. I wish I had a belly button. I've always wanted a belly ring. I'm not jealous of any woman, unless she has a belly button to pierce. A pierceable button? Oh, please. I would sell my soul. They're so cute. Actually, I am jealous of one other woman. Anyone that owns a fox. Jealous immediately. I know I shouldn't have a fox. I know it's irresponsible, but I love them. They're my favorite animal. I love foxes so much, I would love to open a sanctuary someday for all the endangered species. This is a very ADHD list, so bear with me. Speaking of foxes, I am probably going to die trying to pet something that I'm not supposed to. Even though I know I'm about to die because I'm getting attacked by a wild animal. I guess I can smile knowing I pet an Arctic fox, right? Before I die. I feel like if I didn't have kids, I would just be an adrenaline junkie or something. I love camping, hiking, really anything outside. I'm not super athletic in terms of, you know, sports ball, we'll call it. I can't catch a ball to save my life. I have a pretty good arm. I can throw pretty good. Ask my brother-in-law. I chucked a water balloon at his head not too long ago. 10 out of 10 impact. It was hilarious, but I felt really bad because I wasn't aiming for his head. I have horrible aim, but I have a really good arm, like strong, apparently. Look at these little noodle arms. How did I throw so hard? He's all, "Oh, what the heck?" He thought I was my boyfriend. He was very strong, so. Fuck with me, I'll throw a water balloon at your fucking head. I don't like being cold. I'm wearing a sweater half the time in the summer. I don't know why. but in the cold, I feel like a chihuahua in 40-degree weather. But I always have like a warm bevy in the winter, which is nice. A coffee, a tea, probably a hot cocoa though, let's be for real. I'm definitely entering my grandma era, and I don't ever want to leave. I love grandma era. I'm also learning to crochet. I did learn to hand crochet as a kid at church camp, so I know how to make little bracelets, and I don't know how to use the hooks. Banana bread is definitely my favorite to bake, but I really want to learn how to make sourdough bread. It's my boyfriend's favorite. I have a recipe from his mom. I just haven't jumped into it because I'm scared. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll probably make a video of that too. My first time making sour bread, epic fail. I can see it now. I was a single mom trying to get my hands on any job that I could when I was raising my kids when they were very little. It had to be flexible hours, good pay. I had to be able to leave at the drop of a hat. If my kid was sick, I had to pick him up from daycare. I didn't have anybody else. Stripping was really the only thing that worked for me. I despise the industry, and I have so much hatred in my soul for the industry. Not the girls, the industry itself. It's a very toxic place to work. The strongest people get hurt. My soup is done. I think that I could just start a podcast and talk about all of the crazy things that happen in the industry. I could tell my stories. I could have guests on to tell their stories. I would love to give a voice to women that want to talk about it and to shed light on a very glamorized industry. So I'm not sure if I should pivot to another channel for this podcast or keep it here, but I'm kind of toying with ideas. I will let you know when I launch the podcast because it's definitely coming. I just don't quite know when. I have had dozens of jobs in all kinds of different categories. Like I said, I was just trying to figure out a way to pay the bills where I could still be there for my kids. Since becoming a mother, I've worked with adults with special needs. I worked at call centers, including one call center where I troubleshoot Christmas trees. That was cool. I worked at a doggy daycare in Portland, which was awesome, but super dangerous. I worked right on MLK Boulevard. Not ideal, would not recommend. I was working with children with autism. That was really rewarding. I wanted to quit dancing. I worked there for a few weeks and then COVID. Lockdown was really intense in Oregon. I'm in Idaho now, and when I talk to people about lockdown, it's like they forget that it even happened because Idaho was so different. Oregon was not fun. My most recent job after I quit stripping was the VA. I was a medical support assistant in the heart clinic. I absolutely loved my cath lab nurses, absolutely loved serving veterans, but there was a lot that led up to my decision to leave that job. If anyone's worked for the federal government, you could probably guess a few things. I just don't want to get too far into it, okay? So my main reason for quitting is actually something to do with my daughter. It just made more sense for me to quit and be a stay-at-home mom. So that's what I'm doing now. My last random fact is I was actually monetized on YouTube a long time ago. I made videos as a teenager that were really embarrassing. I wish I had them now just to look back and laugh because who really cares? When I became an adult, I deleted all of them and I didn't even realize I was monetized. You can imagine it's really upsetting once you get the email saying that you're demonetized when you didn't even know you were monetized, and this whole time you could have been making money and you didn't even know because you're just making videos because you loved it. Which is what I'm doing now, right? I make videos every single day because I love doing it. I am just happy building a community of people that like old houses and home decor and animals. And I love meeting homesteaders. I love getting advice from the older generations. I know I have a lot of older women and even men on my channel. Building this community is so much fun. I'm officially approved for memberships, so you could become a member of the channel where you get exclusive lives, early access to videos, and things like that. I haven't really set anything up yet because I just don't like asking you guys for money. We're all friends and I just want to hang out with you guys. I love reading your comments. I try to reply to all of them. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about me. I'm gonna post a little bit about you in the comments. I would love to read and get to know my viewers. We'll have some fun on this channel. If you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know. You take care and have a lovely day.